The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is the Eagles Sports Network. On the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside one of our Food City players of the game, Macauley Bailey. Macauley, nice to see you back in the field of play, like the crazy person that you are. Broken hand and all, playing first base, and I guess the doctor should let you do whatever you please. Because you hit your 27th career home run while playing in the field off the steps to the soccer press box. A 3-run blast, part of a 4-for-8 day in the doubleheader. You drive in 6 runs. 27th career home run, blah, 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 as it comes to you with hitting nukes. Break down what made today successful for you at the plate.
Well, it's really not a secret that this year has been a little bit more challenging, coming off of last year's play. And so really I've had to focus on every single at-bat and every single pitch, which is every at-bat is like a battle, it feels like this year. And so it's not all, a hit every time I get up to the plate. It's like going 2 for 4. But at this point, it was all about scoring runs. Like, I know my job is to be an RBI producer. So really I just shifted my focus from getting on base or getting a hit to scoring the run. And I think that's what actually changed my approach today.
I think it's interesting that you bring that up. At this time last year, you weren't getting pitches. I believe a year ago to the day, you were intentionally walked 3 times in a game.
Probably.
That hasn't been the case this year. You're only 3 home runs off your pace from last season, and 20 more RBI seems attainable by the end of the season. Is it useful, that approach at the plate, considering how often you are having to battle compared to, well, you're going to see 4 straight pitches out of the zone and be on first?
I think it's super useful, especially because last year, I didn't really understand what it was like to, as much struggle as I do this year. And I know everyone that says it's like the what is it called? The sophomore slump. And I was actually really nervous about that. So coming in, I had the mindset of like, just try to hit home runs, try to get on base, try to do what you did last year. So I think you're right. Like, I think when I changed my approach to score RBIs and score the runs and do a job for my team, it took a little bit of like the weight off me. And you can obviously see today, if you were watching the game, like I was having so much fun uplifting my team was uplifting me, and it was just a blast.
Felt a little weird today. Seesawy at times. Gave up some runs in spots. You'll win a game where you give up 16 hits. Yeah. A lot of infield singles for Converse today, and yet had enough in the tank to get the job done. How satisfying is it to win twice on a day where probably Carson-Newman wasn't at its best all the way around the field?
I think it's just a testimony to how we're growing as a team. We started off rough. We definitely were in the valleys. We were in the trenches for a long time. And, it was in our communication. It was in our outside of the game. It was in everything. We were really struggling. But as we've gone throughout the season, we've gotten closer. We've done team bonding. We've talked about things that maybe were affecting us on and off the field. And I think that is a true testimony to us getting out of the trenches or getting up in the mountains and out of the valley, because even though we gave up that many infield singles and we had a little bit of confusion in the field, I just got out there. Me and Macy are out of position crazy-wise. But we stuck in it, we stuck together, and we cheered each other on. And I think that's why we won. I really do.
Turn your attention, in theory, weather pending. Forecast does not look great over the next 2 days. To a doubleheader Wednesday against Tusculum, and then a 6-game week. You bring in Emory and Henry on Saturday to play the Wasps. What do you have to do to improve upon these 2 wins with the Pioneers and Wasps looming in league play?
I definitely think that we're a better team the less spaced out our games are, because once we get on a roll, I think our win streak will start. I do think that we need to clean up the infield. Me and Mason need to learn how to communicate a little bit more, even though it's a little awkward. We talked about it, we figured it out, and after that it was pretty much locked down. I think Hayden's doing an amazing job at stopping those balls. Maybe our pitchers need to stop, giving up those balls, or maybe we need to figure out something else. Just some other little tweaks, but nothing's really detrimental to us. I just think we need to tweak some things a little bit, and I think that'll just make us a step better. And I also think we just need to have a positive outlook on this game. A sweep is a sweep at the end of the day.
All right, Macauley, thanks for the time. Congrats on a pair of multi-hit efforts, a pair of multi-RBI efforts.
Thank you.
Food City player of the game, Macauley Bailey. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier. She's got her talons up because this is the Eagles Sports Network.